Hey, it's Daniel Chu, aka Chewbacca. Today is day 18 out of 30 of November Rejection Challenges. I'm doing something kind of fast in between things today. I actually have to pick up my little sister from the airport in like an hour. So the challenge today is to ask a stranger to crab walk with me for a block. This is a 6 out of 10. It's a strange request. Involves bugging a stranger. At this point, I've actually kind of gotten over, I think, a lot of the just like resistance to bothering strangers. Like I've done enough of that to know that like if I were to bother someone, like people are generally happy to just stop and like see what's up. It's when you actually spring the weird request on them that like things start to get weird. But this is a weird request. It's not the weirdest request I've actually made so far, so this is like kind of on par with some of my other challenges. I am quickly running out of easier challenges to do, which is starting to become concerning for me. But this is one of the easier, more convenient challenges left to do. So I'm back at back in Bird Rock and just gonna walk down the street for a little while and see if I can find a stranger to ask to crab walk with me. And if there's time, I'll do a few of these, but I am on a bit of a time limit today, so wish me luck. All right, just avoided a small group there. I probably should have just gone for it, but I freaked out. Excuse me, miss. Do you have a second?
I'm actually in a hurry right now.
Okay, never mind. Thank you. It's all right. Could have taken more advantage of that. Didn't. Excuse me, miss. Can I make a very strange request?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you would be willing to crab walk with me for a few feet.
With this baby on me?
I can see how that would be difficult.
It's just dangerous.
That's fair. If you didn't have the baby, what would you say?
Yeah, I probably would do it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's so weird.
That's a reason to do it?
Yeah.
Really?
And it doesn't hurt anyone, and it's kind of funny, actually.
Okay, that's fair. All right. Well, thank you. That's too bad, but
I mean, I could snap his head in.
I don't want to endanger the baby. It's
No,
okay.
me
It's
either.
okay. Honestly, this is actually I'm experimenting with my fear of rejection. So the
Oh.
idea is to ask people for things that are like completely strange.
Because you weren't boring.
Really? That's why you said yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so tired of boring.
You're so tired of boring.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, keep that in mind. Thank you. Appreciate it. Have a nice
to
day.
meet you.
Excuse me. Yeah. Do you have a second?
Oh.
Just a second. I have kind of a strange request, if that's all right.
Okay.
I'm wondering if one of you would be willing to crab walk with me just for a few feet. No?
No.
May I ask why not? No? No answer?
No answer.
No? Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Well. Excuse me. Do you have a second?
No, sorry.
No?
I'm
All right.
sorry.
That's all right. A lot of people in a rush today. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a moment?
No.
No? All right. Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a second?
Nope.
All right.
No.
Thank you. Wow. People are very... I've gotten a lot of no's and just asking strangers for a moment of their time today. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Can I ask you something really strange?
What?
I'm wondering if you would be willing to crab walk with me for a few feet.
Crab walk.
Crab walk.
Actually, I'm just trying to chill.
Okay. So that's no?
Yeah.
Too tired? Just like...
Yeah, I just got off work. I work
Okay.
Right there at the
Fair.
Bird Rock soup salad sandwich
Yeah,
shop.
only take a few seconds, and then I'll leave you alone. Promise.
I just got off work, man. I'm so
Okay.
tired.
All right. Fair enough. Take care.
All right. Have a good day, man.
You too. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a second?
Yeah.
Can I ask you something really strange?
Sure.
I'm wondering if you would be willing to crab walk with me for a few feet. I know you're holding
Crab
things. Crab walk, yeah.
Why?
No reason.
No.
I can't tell you right now.
Crab walk.
Yes.
How long?
Just a few feet.
Okay.
Okay?
Like walk like a crab.
Walk like a crab. You know, like. Have you ever done that before? Kind of
that?
like.
No, I've
No.
never done that.
So it's sort of like this. This is so weird, but
Okay.
like this, just for a few
What
feet.
kind of a competition are you in?
Well, it's not a competition, but
You just have to ask people that, and then you have to do it. That's funny. I'll do it.
you'll do it. Okay. All right. Wow.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, crazy, definitely. I have many questions for you, but yeah, let's do it. Just like maybe to that rail there.
Okay.
All right.
To the first rail.
Yeah, to the first rail. Let's do it.
Okay. We'll have these people walk
Yeah.
by first.
Yeah, sounds
You live
good.
here?
I live around here. Yes.
Crazy.
Do you
Okay.
live around here as well? Or?
I do, yeah.
You're taking laundry home,
We're
basically.
gonna walk this way.
Yep, basically, just to that rail.
I'm gonna get the $1 million.
You know, I wish I had $1 million to give you. If I did, I totally would for that. But I'm Daniel, by the way.
I'm Hans.
Hans, nice to meet you. So what actually is happening here is, I'm terrified of rejection. So
Terrified
for the
of what?
of rejection, I don't like getting rejected by people. So for the month of November, I'm every day I'm asking people for things where they're most likely going to say no, so that I get used to just dealing with it. It's like not a big deal, right? So no one's put me up to this really.
It's a personal challenge.
It's a personal challenge, exactly. And
Cool.
most people say no. You said yes, despite carrying all of this stuff. Why did you say yes, by the way?
I don't know. I mean,
For the hell of it?
yeah.
All
Why
right,
not?
cool.
If I make your day, but
You did make my day.
Maybe made your day. Would have made it better if I said no. Maybe.
I would have gotten the rejection out of it, but this was a lot more fun actually.
Who
so.
else are you gonna ask?
I parked my car about a block down, so I'm just gonna walk back to my car, and everyone I pass on the way, I'm gonna
Everyone
ask.
you pass. That's pretty.
I'm gonna
brave,
try.
actually.
I'm gonna try. We'll see.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I asked a woman with a baby earlier. She was like, I don't know if I can do this because of the baby, but otherwise I would. I was like, really?
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
awesome. But that's good though.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Oh, thank you for
Awesome.
taking the time. I
Have a
appreciate
good
it.
one.
Yeah.
See
Take
you
care.
later. Bye.
Excuse me, miss. Can I ask you for something really strange?
Sure.
I'm wondering if you would be willing to crab walk with me for a few feet.
No.
No? Why not?
Because I just rode 30 miles and I'm just
That's a
not
really fair
used to
excuse,
doing
actually, yeah.
plus my shoes.
That's totally fair. If your legs were not dead and you're wearing the wrong shoes, I'm a cycler too, actually, so I understand completely.
But I guess,
Uh,
I would guess those guys would be.
Oh, the next table over?
Yeah.
All right, I'll try that.
Please
Thank you.
say more.
Yeah. They don't seem like they bike 30 miles, definitely, yeah. All right, take care. Appreciate it. Excuse me. Do you have a few seconds?
Sure.
Can I ask you both something really strange? I'm wondering if one or both of you would be willing to crab walk with me for a few feet. That didn't sound like a no.
Is there a reason?
I can't tell you the reason quite yet.
I don't know. I kind of don't want to.
Kind of don't want to? Okay. What are you thinking, man? Sure?
Kind of curious.
All right, cool. All right. We really don't have to go very far, honestly. Just like,
It's not that
I don't know, to that tree?
From here to that.
Yeah? Screw it? All right. All right.
Curious.
Cool. All right. Done. Let's do it. All right. Awesome.
It's a race or
It can be a race if you'd like. If you want to lose, it can be. I'm kidding. Nah, screw it. Let's just go. It doesn't have to be a race. All right. Good call. They were definitely more game. What's your name?
Marcus.
Marcus. I'm Daniel. I can tell you what just happened now. Basically, I'm terrified of rejection.
Okay.
So for the month of November, what I've been doing is every day I have a different challenge where I ask people for something really strange and out there, with the expectation that most people will say no. And the hope is that over 30 days I will get over basically like any fear or just like, yeah, all of just like the fear of rejection, right? And just like not care as much anymore. Because at the end of the day, it's not a big deal, right?
Yeah.
So this was kind of fun. I wasn't expecting anyone to say yes.
Hoping me to reject.
Well, she did reject me, which is good.
Okay.
You know, that yeah. But why did you say yes?
I was
I'm
just
curious.
curious,
Just
like,
curious?
yeah.
This is like, why the hell not? Like,
Yeah.
okay.
It wasn't like a big test. It was like. You know,
Okay. So if I'd asked you for something like let's run like 2 blocks, you'd be like, nah, screw this. Okay. Partially because I was like, you can see the tree, and like, let's just go to the tree. Okay, all right, fair enough. Why did you say no?
I don't know. It just felt kind of weird to me.
That's totally fair. It is a weird request. It was designed that way. Okay, that makes sense. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. Whew. I just did that in front of a bunch of people, which, while awkward, also feels kind of exhilarating, honestly. Because, I don't know, I guess I just kind of don't give a fuck. It's okay. Or maybe I'm getting there. I guess I'm getting there. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a second?
Yeah.
Can I ask you something really strange?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if one or both of you would be willing to crab walk with me for a few feet.
He might be able to. I got my dog, but
That's fair. No? Can I ask you why not?
I'll tell you why I can't. I had hip replacements.
Oh, that's a good reason.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good reason.
He doesn't have a good reason. I guess.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
Embarrassment, maybe. I don't know.
That's fair. Have a nice day. Excuse me, ma'am. Do you have a second? No. No? Okay, that's all right. Thank you. Okay, so I just finished the crab walking challenge, and it was interesting. I watched the video. I'm actually experimenting with a new way of recording these, using this like neck harness from my phone. And I think I'm gonna like make an executive decision that it's not working very well. Video comes out a little more shaky. You can't actually see people much better than you could before. But I asked like actually a fair number of people, like probably like on the order of 8 people, if they would crab walk with me. I walked kind of like a full block and then back down. The original challenge here was actually to ask people to crab walk with me for a full block or until we passed 3 people. So I actually cheated a little bit here, and I apologize to the challenge giver here, because I asked people to just walk a few feet with me. And I think that actually probably did make the request a little more like tangible and like easy, and therefore more likely for people to say yes. So I probably shouldn't have done that. Part of the reason why I did do that is because I realized that the blocks here are just unreasonably long, and that like it's not very crowded. So we would have been crab walking for a very long time in the event that someone said yes. And I guess on some level I thought it would be kind of fun if someone said yes. So I was like maybe sort of hoping for it. Which is a mental shift that I have. I think that I'm like starting to think more about people saying yes. Like I do like have begun to internalize the idea that if I ask enough people, someone will probably say yes for reasons that I will not understand until I actually ask them why. And in this case, a couple of people did say yes. I had a lady with a baby who would have done it if she wasn't carrying the baby. She almost like started telling me how she could like, you know, secure the baby, and I was like, no, let's not do that. Like I would feel really bad if the baby got hurt. But I asked her anyway, despite the fact that I knew that I wouldn't actually want to do that with her. I asked her anyway because I thought it would be an interesting challenge, and it was a good data point. I had a fair number of people just like reject me out of hand because they just like didn't want to make time, didn't have a second. I'm wondering in those scenarios if I'd actually like, rather than asked if people had a second, if I had just launched directly into asking if I could ask them for something like a strange favor, if they would have stopped and actually given me the time, and like that would have piqued their curiosity. I'm not sure. I think with the whole like neck necklace phone thing. I maybe looked a little more like I was a solicitor of some sort, and that I was like trying to sell them something, and that may have contributed to the nose there. I think it also changed my body language a little bit, so you know, it was like harder to just like get people to stop and engage. Yeah, so I ultimately did find a couple people who were willing. A lot of people gave me some weird looks. That happened, which was good. And you know, at this point, I actually kind of just shook it off. Not a big deal, which is great. That's kind of what I wanted out of all this. But there was one guy who I really didn't expect to say yes. This is like kind of tall. He almost sounded like he was German or something. And he was carrying like his laundry. He had a cup of coffee in the other hand. He had headphones in. There are like so many reasons why like otherwise probably would not have bothered this guy. Like you know, like people who have headphones in, normally they just don't want to be bothered, right? He's like carrying a bunch of stuff, so why would I ask him to do this really strange thing where he has to put everything down? But the weirdest thing is he said yes. And he actually did put everything down, and we actually did crab walk for a few feet. So you know, it just goes to show again that like you can't know. I think we make a lot of assumptions about people and about situations that may be true in a lot of cases, but clearly aren't true in all cases. So that's something I kind of want to keep taking to heart. I ended up asking another, I think like a young couple. I think they were like maybe on a date even, which is like hilarious. Like I literally interrupted their date to ask them if they would crab walk with me. And one of them was just like, no, thank you. I don't want this. And the other one actually was like, you know what? I'm just curious. Let's do this. Let's see what happens. Again, would not have bothered those people, I think, ordinarily for anything else. And pleasantly surprised by like how interactions with strangers have gone in some of these scenarios. I did have a couple harsh, like people just really didn't want to talk to me. That was kind of annoying. But then I also had some really interesting and like fun and cool interactions, right? So I think that it was worth my taking the time to get past the like kind of shitty, annoying, just like rejected out of hand interactions to get to the more rewarding, fulfilling, and even fun interactions that I had by the end of this challenge. So. That was actually a lot of fun in the end, and maybe that wasn't the point, or maybe my mindset is just shifting, and doing silly things is just like fun, interesting, and like, I don't know. But we'll see how this unfolds in the next 12 days of doing this. But until then, I will be back tomorrow with day 19. So thanks for watching.